Come back. Now we look at subtraction of signed numbers. What is the meaning of 5 minus 3? It means from 5 take away 3. So from 5 wholes, when you take away 3, you are left with 2. Next, what's the meaning of negative 5 minus negative 3? This means from negative 5 take away negative 3. So notice you might want to, when it's negative numbers, you might want to draw a few pictures, you see. You can think about it this way. Negative 5 represents red, right? Negative 5 represents 5 red counters. From negative 5, take away negative 3. So take away 3 of the red counters. What are you left with? 2 red counters. So that's what gives you negative 2. So from negative 5, take away negative 3, you get negative 2. What about this? Negative 5 minus 3. Now this is a tricky one. Read it carefully. This says from negative 5, take away 3. So from a negative number, how do you take away a positive number? Because taking away is same as putting more negatives, right? So this is same as saying start with negative 5 and add 3 red counters. So be more on the red. So pictorially, you start with 5 in the red already. That's what negative 5 represents. And you are adding 3 more red because you are taking away 3 wholes. So you are more in the red. So when you are more in the red, you are going to be how many? 8 in the red. So that's negative 8. Now here is another nice example. You are looking at 5 minus negative 3. What does this say? From 5, take away negative 3. So minus of negative 3, right? So that is same as taking away a negative number. That means negative of negative number. So start with 5, add 3. Taking away negative is like adding positive. So 5 add 3 is 8. All right. Let's look at a few more examples. 3 minus 1. By now you probably have a feel for it. 3 minus 1. From 3, take away 1. So answer is 2. Negative 3 minus negative 1. What does it mean to say take away negative 1? It says add 1. Right? Negative followed by negative makes it positive. Taking away negative is adding something positive. So you have 3 red counters. So you are in the red, you have added 1. So now you are only 2 in the red. So answer is negative 2. Okay. Next. What is negative 3 minus 1? Well, you start with negative 3 and you add more of the negative. So you're making it more negative. So negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. I hope this is clear, guys. Next, you have 3 minus negative 1. Well, you are starting with positive and you're taking away negative. Remember, taking away negative is adding something positive. Another way of thinking, negative followed by negative is a positive. So 3 plus 1, that's a 4. All right. Try a few more here, right? So let's try a few more. Okay. Six minus 4. This is a problem. 6 minus 4. From 6, take away 4. That's a 2. All right. This probably is not very readable. Let me make it more readable here. We are no longer drawing circles. So, B part. Negative 6 minus negative 4. What do I do? So by now you notice negative followed by a negative is a positive. So negative 6 plus 4. Now what do we do? From negative 6, you are adding positives. So there are a whole bunch of negative quantities. You are adding something positive. That means some of the negatives are going to be cancelled by these positives. How many? Well, there are 4 positives, so 4 of the negatives will get cancelled. I'm left with 2 negatives. Okay? Another way of thinking, if you are combining a negative and a positive, well, you carry the sign of the bigger magnitude, find the difference. All right? See. Negative 6 minus 4. Well, you are starting with a negative number and you are combining more negative. So you are even more negative. So minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10. Next, 6 minus negative 4. What happens here? Well, by now you know negative followed by negative is a positive. So 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 is a 10. Again, the next set of problems. 7 minus 4. Well, 7 minus 4. From 7, take away 4. You have 3. Next, negative 7 minus negative 4. Well, you know by now, negative followed by negative is a positive. Negative 7 plus 4. Well, you have some negatives to begin with, but then you have added some positives. So those positives will take care of some of the negatives. How many? 4 positives will cancel 4 negatives and you now have 3 negatives left. Next, negative 7 minus 4. You start with negative 7 and you are combining more negatives, yeah? You are going more to the left. So it is more negative. Seven minus negative 4. Well, that is 7 plus 4. Negative of negative is a positive. 7 plus 4 is 11. So that completes these exercises. Okay. 13 minus 8 is 5. 13 plus negative 8. Well, that's adding a negative. Okay, so it's as good as taking away. So 13 minus 8. Likewise, negative 17, negative 9. Well, you are starting with a negative and you're taking away more. So you're going to be more negative. Subtracting 9 is same as adding negative 9. Positive followed by a negative is negative. So the result is same. Negative followed by negative is a positive. Positive. Negative followed by a positive is a positive. That's a positive. Okay. We will come to these questions in our next videos.